Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first edition of Meet the Stars. This whole concept was thought over on the throne, if I would say. So today we would meet a person who has risen to the stardom of Belgian cricket in a very short span of time. It's his fourth year in this club and still going very strong. This is our own master blaster, Ajay. Hi Ajay, thank you for your time and welcome to the first episode of Meet the Stars.
Thank you, Rohan. Thank you for making me the first guy to give this interview.
So, more than 1,000 runs for the club, 5 BCF competition centuries in 35 games, 1 national championship, 1 Division 2 championship, Best Batsman BCF award in 2014. I hope I'm not missing anything, Ajay.
No, you're not.
So, how does it feel?
It has been a fantastic journey so far. I've scored 5 centuries, as you told, in 35, 40 odd games. Being an opener, I get more chances to score and I'm making complete use of them. There are so many memorable moments during these 4 years. We have won back-to-back championships. We have won the Belgian championship last year and we are hoping to repeat it this year. I also got the award for the best batsman. It has been an amazing experience.
So you were never an opener, the first choice opener, right? So you joined the club in 2012 from a lower order batsman. I believe Amit asked you to open once, and from there there's never been a moment where you look back and you just took the team from there, and now the team doesn't want to open without you. So how does it feel like being Mr. Dependable, like for the opening slot?
It is a very good feeling when you put it that way. Let me give you some history first. When I came to Belgium, I started playing this indoor cricket, which just lasts 2 hours, and you play in a small ground, you play 6-over games. It's very entertaining to do that. My friend Manoj, who is also my colleague, he was very persistent that I joined their club to play cricket. For me, standing around 8 hours doing nothing in a cricket ground is not very appealing. So I was very hesitant to do this, but after his continuous push, let's say, or it borders on pestering basically, I decided to give it a try. I joined the club, and the first game, as you mentioned, I was sent 9 down, or I was the last batsman to be sent. I scored well in that game, and then I found out that in a team everybody is afraid to open. Because once they come, they open. If they lose their wicket cheaply, their whole day is wasted and nobody wants to waste their day. So Amit offered me this chance to open the batting. Why he did that, you must ask him when you do his interview. But I agreed immediately. It's better than going 9 down. And I clicked, apparently, and it has continued.
Excellent. So how is it to, like as you spoke about opening, so last 2 years you've got a new opening pair, and that pair seems to be the perfect pair for the 12 stars right now, because you said a lot of people are hesitant to bat open, and this guy just came out of nowhere and he said he will open with you and he's doing an excellent job. So how does it feel to open with Ashish? He's like a solid, stable batsman. Just, I would say, maybe you're opposite. You're an instinctive batsman. You like to score if you see a bad ball. So how does that help you guys building the partnerships? Like, it's like, if going by the stats, it's 9 straight wins for Division 1 wins for 12 stars, out of which 8 games it's been 50 plus partnership, the opening partnership. So what is your take on Ashish and your whole partnership?
First of all, amazing stat line to have. 8 games with 50 plus runs opening stand is something which is very unique, I guess. You just cannot build a partnership like that. 12 stars for some amount of time. We used to have these mini collapses, so our score line would look like 40-4-4, 50-4-8 and things. But now score line of 50-4-0 is something very amazing, I would say. Ashish as a partner, people think he is very calm and I am the nervous one there, or I am the more enthusiastic one there. But people who notice us running between wickets will know that it's the exact opposite. I look very lazy on the field, and if I hit the ball, Ashish is always almost next to me calling me run, run, run. So his batting style is very calm, but his overall demeanor on the field is very active. So it is very nice to bat with him and have on this opening stance, and I hope it continues and we make 100 run stance.
I hope so too. We are looking forward to a big 100-run partnership as well in the upcoming games. All the best for that.
Great.
So what do you think about the current team and the setup? Because the current team looks very strong on paper for sure, and for the games also until now it's been strong. So would you like to change anything? If yes, what and why? I would like to know.
Okay. In our team, or our team has certainly evolved over this last 4-5 years. If you ask the other guys who have played longer for 12 stars, they will tell you just to field a team of 11 people was very difficult 5 years back. Now around 20 people give availability for each game, and it's a huge headache for the captain to choose the best 11. And there is no kidding that there are more than 11 players who are very good at this game, and it's a very difficult task for the captain. Coming to the team now. Some years back, batting was our main flaw. There would be a collapse, as I mentioned before, and we did not have good hitters also. Our team is filled with Indians and we eat vegetarian food only, I think most of us. We don't hit big sixes. But now we do have certain players who can come down, 5 down, 6 down and really kill the opponent. So we have this perfect mixture of good opening stance, good middle order batting, and at the end there is a huge push, and we have scored in this one of the last games. We have reached 390 in 50 overs. That's a huge task to achieve. So I'm very happy with the current team we have, and I would not want to change it. Although there are many players who deserve chances in this team, I hope all of them get chances.
That would be getting into controversy. Yes. If you would like to name. So moving on to the next question, when you spoke about the captaincy, I said it's a difficult job. So Amit, I think he's been one of the most successful 12-star captain. He's won the championship. And what do you feel? Like people are flourishing under him, like he's given opportunity to everybody. Personally, what do you feel, and what do you feel about the other players?
Amit has been a fantastic captain. He has done this improbable task of winning back-to-back championships. We won Division 2, the advance, which was a big thing for us, and to everybody's surprise, we actually won Division 1 also. Amit surprised himself, I guess, there. So as a captain, he shows this persona of being very calm, but anybody who sits next to him during the games actually knows how he feels during these games. He is a nervous wreck during these games. He is very supportive, he is very analytical, very critical, but he is very nervous during the games, and maybe this nervousness is good for him, it drives him, I guess. Personally, his decision to make me open the batting 3-4 years back, I don't know if it was a tactical move which made sense to him at that time, or it was an impulsive move to do, but it was a good move. He was very supportive in the sense he asked me to just stay there longer and longer. He has seen so many games over the years, he knows that 50 over or 45 overs game is a big deal. You just have to have this one moment of stupidity in the beginning somewhere, and you come back and you start to complain for the whole game. Instead of doing that, just show patience, stick around, and eventually the game will come to you. You will become part of this flow of the game and you will achieve success, and some of the awards which I got proves this.
So you believe Amit has a hand in your flourishing in the team?
My patience.
Patience, and brought in the real player.
Yes, he made me restrict some of these impulses which I get, and I followed it, and it has worked wonders for me and the team, I hope.
We're talking about captaincy. So we had we could see a small streak of captaincy. Amit was not well, and he gave you the captaincy for the T20 championship, which began in April.
Mm-hmm.
And your record as a captain has been fantastic. 4 games, no losses, 1 tie. But personally, as a batsman, you couldn't do so well as what you've been doing for years. So you just scored 80 runs in 4 games,
Yes.
which is very small compared to Ajay's, if you look at the statistics. So what do you feel? It was pressure, or it was more of giving chance to other people, or it was a captain's tactical strategy or something?
First of all, getting captaincy was an amazing thing for me. I thought I will be too pressurized to do it. I was pressurized in the beginning, but once you get into the flow of the game, you start to figure out what to do because you have been around the game. It's not that you are blind to the way the game progresses. So I think I handled captaincy very well. But for T20, I always had in my mind to follow a certain approach, which I call as the McCallum approach, let's say. I want to go all out in a game. You just go and attack and hope to score at least 200 runs in a T20 game, which is a very tough thing to do here. That was my intention, and since I was opening, I wanted to lead from the front, and based on your statistics, I failed all 4 times. But the team still did good. We have a very good bowling attack and we recovered very well. The scores were not so high in all those games, and we had some very successful run chases. Yes, we have some very successful run chases in the end because our bowling restricted the opponents to a low.
So you're trying to say that you wanted to perform, you wanted to be more aggressive,
yes,
and that led to you not being able to score.
My aggression led to my downfall many times. But there are other good batsmen in our team also who followed this aggressive attitude, and we came out on top.
Ajay as a batsman seems to be a fearless batsman, instinctive batsman. So any bowler or any team you would like to plan for before going for a game, or it's just that you go on the field, you see the bowling and then you play according to that? Or is there a plan?
Yeah. First year there was no plan clearly. I did not know any bowlers here and I was not part of this Belgian cricket group. After the first year I got to know some of the bowlers and I got to know some of my weaknesses, and Amit's mantra was to stick around, so there was some planning. You do this, you have to develop this mental fortitude to be on the ground and to wait it out. So if you are having trouble batting, there are some very good bowlers there. Yes. If you are having trouble batting and there are some very good bowlers there, you just defend, you block, you take singles, you get off strike, you hope the rhythm of the bowler changes, and you do some planning before you approach the batting, and that's why I have been able to score some centuries. I have to answer.
Okay, go ahead.
As you said, I'm not a fearless batsman. Everybody has fear. Fear is good. But some of the bowlers here don't bowl very fast. I'm sorry to say that. You, Rohan, are a good fast bowler. If I were to face you, I would have to plan some things. There would be some fear in my batting approach also. And yes, not all bowlers are fast. Some of them are very tricky bowlers. They bowl in the right areas. So you always have to approach your game in a thoughtful manner, and mentally you must be prepared to wait it out longer to get your runs.
So if you want to put it, it's just like you're maturing with every season, understanding.
Yes.
So it's excellent.
Maturity is coming, and
Okay.
it is a nice thing which is happening, I guess.
Excellent. So currently 12 Stars is in top form. But someday, if you see a collapse in the first order, which is performing excellent right now, and if they don't perform, half the team hasn't batted for a very long time now because the team is doing so well up the order. So is it a concern, or if it's a concern, how do you think it can be improved?
It will always be in the back of our mind because, as you said, 8 games with 50 plus partnership, it's not a trend which is normal. So someday there will be collapses, and we don't have enough batting practice because some of the players don't get to bat. But they have very good talent. They know how to approach a situation, and they have seen us play for so long, and they have been part of the team for so long. They will approach it in a very professional manner. They are very mature about it. They know how to accelerate or when to accelerate and how to set up an innings. Everybody knows about it now. So it's not just a random team of 11 players who just are meeting for the first time.
So now you're trying to say that 12 Stars is 11 people with 11 different roles. They know their roles.
Yes.
It's more defined now.
Everybody has a role assigned to them, and yes, they are very aware of these roles and they want to contribute significantly through these roles.
So this is what the evolution you were talking about.
Yes, this is the evolution of our team, how we have grown together and the way we are approaching each game now. We are confident we are the champions, right? We will become the champions again is our hope.
That's good for confidence. So when you said like together, so coming to my next question is like 12 Stars bonding, the family feeling, you don't see that much often in teams, like you're going for tours together and going for games together, parties together, such kind of a feeling. It's excellent. And what is your feeling? What's your take on, let's say, Manoj, Leuven? Because you have a small fun gang called the Leuven gang, which performs, which is like a big part of the team.
Yes.
So what do you feel? What's your take on them?
So, when I joined 12 Stars, what I met was just a group of 11 people, and there are more, there are around 40
The club
people
members,
in the club. And what I ended up with after 4 years is this very good group of friends. Now we are just not cricketers who meet during a weekend, have a game and leave. We are a big group of friends who hang out, who share much more than cricket stories. We have a life together now. Coming to Leuven, Manoj was the guy who was the persistent, pestering one who got me to the club. He still shows off about this thing, that he was the one who introduced me to the club. You will see later that Manoj is the expert in our club. He has so many awards there, anybody would be jealous looking at all those awards. So coming from Leuven, there are other players also. Anshul is this upcoming
the new
player,
upcoming, maybe
breed, the fresh blood actually.
They're saying that he might be the shooting star for this year.
He might be the shooting star, Rohan. For the audience, Rohan was the shooting star some years back. Anshul might be the next one. So there is fresh blood coming from Leuven also. Probably because of Leuven, the average age of 12 Stars comes down. So it's a good thing for us. And most of the matches, this might become controversial later, but this is just for fun. Most of the matches, Leuven group contributes 75% and Brussels contributes 25%. I'm sorry to say that, that's the truth.
But this is a big challenge for 12 Stars. I think it's about the Brussels people. So, too much of serious stuff. Ajay, it was great knowing from you what really 12 Stars mean to you. What's your contribution to 12 Stars for different people, different players, the captains. So now let's go to the other side, like 10 rapid fire questions.
Yes.
You have to be very quick, Ajay. You can't take time.
Okay.
Okay? You just, when I ask the question, it should be bam, the answer should come.
Just
Okay?
one word answers.
It can be one-liners if you want to explain something, but it should be quick.
Okay.
Okay? No time to think about. Okay. First question to begin. There are 10 questions, okay? First question. So if not Ashish, who and why?
Rohan, aggression.
Armenia or Poland?
Armenia, hands down, and please don't put it in the video.
Which position do you like? To be on top or bottom? I mean the batting.
In any other situation, whatever you meant, top.
Better captain, Ajay or Amit?
Amit, Ajay hoping to be.
Arrange these people, the names I'm going to take, in the order being first the best and last the worst, the bottom. Anirudh, Amit, Bhushan, Ram, Ayyappan, Ashish.
So many options there, man. Come on.
First the best one.
Ashish, Ram, Ayyappan, Anirudh. Who are the other two? See,
Amit is the last one.
Amit was going to come last. Anyway.
The first controversy, we already have it.
Okay.
Next one, for the bowling, same thing. 5 people. Anshul, Manoj, Ayyappan, Bhushan, Ajay. The best one comes on top, the worst one comes at the bottom.
Anshul, Manoj, Ayyappan,
Bhushan and Ajay.
Bhushan and Ajay. So Manoj, Bhushan, Anshul, Ayyappan, me. Ajay.
Nice answer. T20, 50 overs.
50 overs.
Blonde, brunette.
Brunette. Oh, are you kidding me?
Which guy from 12 Stars would you prefer to be on a stranded alone on an island? 12 Stars, one person. Who would it be?
I would like to be stranded alone with Som on an island because of his energy level.
Are you sure it's only the energy level?
It's only the energy level.
Okay, we need to dig deep. Last question. JD or Ramesh? I would not ask for what.
Yeah.
JD or Ramesh?
Ramesh. I would not answer for that.
Excellent. So we come to the end of it. Ajay, thank you for your time.
Yes.
And it was a very, very interesting conversation. And hope you have a fantastic year. All the best.
Thanks.
And all the best to 12 Stars as well.
And I would like to add that this initiative is a very, very good initiative, and I hope it catches on because you get to hear all these people, all the 12 Stars and SOBs also probably. For those who don't know, SOBs is Star of Brussels, who are the older 12 Star group members, not the older, the non-group members now. And you get to hear all their sides of the stories, what they think about the game, and how they approach the game. So it would be a very informative and entertaining series. I hope you, or I wish you all the best for this series, and I hope you get very interesting interviews done.